video that has to do with referencing, and this time around we are looking at external references and how to set up your referencing style to reflect your university. You know, so let's go and see how this works out. Okay, so as usual, I have a document here, and I want you to pay attention to the references. So let me see if I can get some few references here highlighted. Okay, I have some here. I just inserted them for you to see something. So check this first reference where I have highlighted. So you notice that we are talking about the first author. I mean, the reference lists all the authors and then the year. Yeah. Then here you also see it lists all the references. The separator is comma and then the year, the same as this particular place. If this is your university style, then that is fine. But if this is not your university style, like KNUST in Ghana, this kind of referencing is not accepted. You pick only the first author, the first name. Then if there are three or more authors, then the rest, they become etal. And so the rest become etal. And then you follow with the year. Etal, comma, and then the year. And the etal have to be in italics. That is KNUST style. So watch this particular space. I've already set up one style, and then you see. So I'm going to select that style I have set. I call it APA 7th edition, copy 1. So I'm selecting that particular style, and you see, you notice that it has changed the referencing. So now you have only EndNote etal 2022. But if there are two, it will list the two. Amil, then Begadami and Janati 2022. Then Asimacha etal. And you see that the etal is in italics. So what I want to show you today is how do you set up your styles like this so that when you are referencing, you don't have to maybe suffer and in that order. So maybe let me open up some space and insert an open reference here so that you see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go to my library. This is my referencing library. And then let's go there. So let me reference. Okay, you see the authors, colon. I see the authors are many. You can't list all of them. So I'm going to say, I'm going to insert. So here is because my network is not too good. So you highlight it and come and say, update bibliography. And you notice that it picks only the first author, etal, and then you have 2022. And then that's talking about, and this is the style accepted by KNUST. So how do you set up your style to be able to get to this point? So first of all, when you go to EndNote library, so before you can come here and then maybe select any style at all that you want, you need to set up the style that you are what we are talking about. So let's assume that you go to your EndNote, and this is your EndNote toolbar. Then you come to this place. You know that KNUST is here. So you have APA here. Then you simply select APA. But the APA, the 7th edition, it doesn't, it also comes with its own issues. So you can see that one has etal, comma, but it is not italics, like the way the university specify. So you have to go around and be doing this italics here and there. So when you come here and then you have selected your APA, the most important thing is now go to, you can see on your EndNote, you see go to EndNote. So click on that. It will take you to your EndNote libraries where you have already maybe downloaded your citations, and then they are here. So when you are on this particular window, then you go to tools, click on tools, you can see output styles. And then on the output styles, you can come to edit APA 7th edition. So you can either click on that or you create a new style all over again. So I'm going to edit only that one. so that to save time, because that one has already been done. A few parts are supposed to be updated. So I'll just click that, and it's going to open to this particular whole stories. So the most important part you need to be able to edit, because the rest of the information is already there. So what the part you need to edit is this section called citations. So when you click on the template, it tells you this is first template. If this template is okay for you, you select this. Other than that, we also have ambiguous citation. You don't need this. Then you come to author list. This is the most important part of your where you need to do the editing. So here you can see the first part says 1 to 2 authors, number of authors. If it is 1 to 2, then separate them with end, this particular end. And that's the one that we have chosen. And before last in format, that's author before year, then you can use the ordinary end. But so we've chosen this particular one. So if there are 3 to about 100 authors, then you separate each of the authors by comma, as you can see the comma here. And then before the last author, you must have the comma and have this end or this one before. Down here, this is the most important portion. Abbreviated author list, first appearance. So for instance, we are saying that names. So you see, this is where KMUSC say list the first author, So it means we are listing only the first author. And so in that case, for instance, if your university says list the first 2 authors, you would have said 2. You write that particular, you type that place 2. In the case of KNUSC, I will type that place 1, and then I am good to go. The next thing is, so if 3 or more authors, list the first author, and then and abbreviate with, you see, you can see that we are going to abbreviate it with a space here at the back, followed by a tab. Then you have something like a full stop or a period. Then add what a comma to it. And you can see italics here. Make sure you click inside this box so that it will italize it. Then when we appear, we want it, maybe that was the first appearance. We want to refer the author to appear the same way. So we also come here and put italics, and then that is it. So when we are done all of this, and we don't want to change any other thing, maybe, okay, let's come to author name. So the author name, you can say, some say use this style, Smith Jane, but we chose Jane Smith, and then in that order, and then other names to the same, so that if my name is Bigba Yakubu, so I will simply, I'm not going to separate the share name with the other names by comma. And then the next one too, I'll put comma. Sometimes it's confusing. So I'll write the full name and then separate one name to the other with a comma. And then that is it. So we say capitalize only the author's last name. So here, if you want, you capitalize only the author's last name. It's not necessary for us. So we come to this point, click on this. Do you want the author? Do you want the full name or only the last name? So we choose only the last name so that when we are referencing, it picks only the author, the first author, last name, and that is it. And we reference that particular one. And the separator separated this citation with a comma, and then that is it. E.g., Smith, like what has been given to us here. So they say omit repeated authors. But if we don't want to omit it, then we can just check this particular portion, and then that's it. Numbering and then short order, same as bibliography. So which means, and also make some updates. so that whatever update is there to reflect around here. Title, author plus year plus title. And then this one, we don't want to go to the bibliography, we'll just leave it. But let's come to, this is where the bibliography is. So we look at the template. So you can also choose a template here if it fits your field. Here, we don't need to do here. So in the bibliography, you can see author plus year plus title. So once we have this, and we have categories, they're not necessarily author lists, we are saying that here we are picking authors, list the first author, and then we are going to have, so you see that the comma is at the back. No, we don't want that. We want the comma to be in front of the ital, and we want everything italicized. Now, if we, so this line is not necessary. This one, if we take it, it means the condition will only appear. Here, we're just looking at 3 or more, and then that is fine. The rest of the information we have here, we can say omit the author list. Maybe if that is necessary, but it's not necessary in our case. We are saying replace repeated authors with dash dash dash. No, we don't want that. When we are going to repeat an author, we have to still have the author name over there. Now, when we are done with all the editing, the rest of the information we have here, footnotes and everything, you can alert me to show you how we also edit this for footnotes. Now, when we are done, we come to file, and you can say save as. So this is going to, I've already got APA 7th edition copy 1. So I'm going to save this one copy 2. So that's, and then simply save it. So, and then we are good to go. So I'm going to close this. So now let's go back to our document. Now, when we come here, you now see the APA 7th edition copy 2. So when you come here, that you have the copy 1, copy 2 is not there. So come and select, you select citation, sorry, or let me go back there and then you see. So come and click on this drop down, you say select another style. And then you can come to this place and look for the style you just created right now or you just edited. So you go to APA portion, APA, I think we passed that place, APA 7th edition copy 2, which is here. You can see APA 7th edition copy 2 is here. Click on that and click OK. So, and watch. So you notice that it has changed all the, the citation, but I think we have repeated the comma somewhere. So I'm going to go back into that place and remove the comma where we might have edited. That's why it is ital. And you see comma, you see another comma. Maybe I've repeated the comma somewhere. So that would be even another way to let you see the whole process all over. Come to this point, this particular portion, and then we go to tools, then we come to outputs, and then we are going to APA copy 2. This is the one that we just edited. So let's go to the citations section. And so we had our author list here where I kept comma here. Maybe I should remove the comma over here. Or I should go to the bibliography section and then move the comma over here. But let me remove this place and then set all over again, and then we see. So I've removed it. Then I come to file, come to save. This time I'm not saving as because it's already saved. So I have saved it and then come to this place. Let's go back to our document and see. So, so I choose copy 2 again. And I think that editing did not work. So I'm going back to same place, output styles, come to copy 2. And then let's come to bibliography section and maybe check the author name, or let me look at author list first. And then maybe remove the comma from here. And yeah, leave any other thing the way they are. Then I will save it. And then I'll come and close it. Let's get back to my document. And it's still there. I don't know why it is still there. But let me a different one, and then I'll get back to it and see. So now let me select the APA copy 2 again. Yeah. So it was refreshed. The editing worked, by just that because I did not refresh it. So now you see that when I choose the APA copy 2, the one we just edited, you can see that all our references are now taking the first author ital followed by comma, and the ital is now in italics, and then we have everything in the order of how we want it to be. And this is KNUSA style. So in your university, if you also want to edit it according to your university style, please, you just can use this video and then look at it and edit up to the way your university wants it. And I hope this has been very useful. So it means that in all your referencing, if you have already done your referencing, maybe you have like 300 references, all you need, you can't go around and be editing, change here, add comma here, change italics to, change ital to italics. Make sure you delete first the authors and leave only one author. No, you don't have to. That is archaic. Just come and create a new style or edit one style and save it as a copy, and then come to the style section and select that particular style. If you don't see it here, go to select another style. You will find the one that you have saved, like I showed you in the video, and you select that one. Your document will automatically update to the style that your university has prescribed. Thank you very much. I'll see you in another video with this same referencing app, which is EndNote 29, and I'll use that one to show you another way we use this particular software to do some in our document preparation. My name is Big Bright. If you want training, you can always reach out to me. I will come and then provide. Watch the previous videos to at least it will help you, and share this video. It will help other people. If you are a graduate student, especially those who are doing PhD and co, this referencing can really be stressful. You do, and then sometimes publishers or editors of journals will tell you that put it in this style. So you just need to come and create that particular style and then go and update it, and everything is fine.